Hello people, I'm just putting out here a public video regarding Saturday's past events. As you can imagine, utterly devastated. Just struggling to function at the moment, so if you could bear with us, this is what, day 4, and I've barely slept a wink since, maybe bar a couple of hours, but I mean, this is not about me, and I'm known here for sympathy. That's one thing I'm known here for, is sympathy. I've not been on Facebook for a while now, maybe 3 years, and there's been a blackout. I'll explain that in a minute. But I feel the need to come out and speak now, because like some of the rumours that are circulating this town are, I mean, it's just like people add arms and legs onto things, people get stories twisted. I mean, it's hard for me to sit and listen to. So whether this video stays up, whether it gets took down, is completely out of my control. But one thing I will say is, I will put this video up. I will not be going back and forward with anybody. I'll briefly run through exactly what's happened here, and let's just bear with us a minute, because like I'm just trying to function hour to hour. This is no day to day, week to week. I'm trying to get through hours here. I mean, we've been left utterly devastated. There's been 2 families here ripped apart to the point, and to the point there's not going to be, nobody's going to recover for this. This is the ultimate, we're at the pinnacle now, we're just like, but I'm known here for sympathy. That's one thing I'm known here for sympathy. But what I will say is, the people that support me and support the family and that, I really, really deeply love you. And I like, my heart is like absolutely smashed to smithereens. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I really don't know. Oh man, but I don't know. I mean, it's not about me. I get it. It's not about me. So I'll just need to. I'm going to squash a lot of rumours here, and you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. And like I say, I'm known here for any sympathy. So please don't flood us with sympathy. I just appreciate the small support that we've got. Well, say small support, that I've not really been on social media or anything, but the people that's got in touch, text, phoned and things like that, because a lot of people know the truth. But again, it's undefendable. I mean, let's just get one thing clear. This is completely undefendable. What's coming my son's way is going to be completely justified, okay? So my son's going to spend the rest of his life locked up, which again is going to be completely justified. But what I'm about to say here is extremely important, right? Okay, extremely important. I'm not sure how long this is going to stay up for, but please get this shared for me. I'm needing people across Dundee to get this shared, because the amount of energy that has been pouring into like the Tayside police Facebook pages, and the amount of hatred and the amount of twisted stories and things like that. I mean, again, it's an absolute horrendous, horrific crime. So I get it. I would be one person in this city that would be calling for people like my son to be completely off the streets for good and forever. Understandable. I totally get it. Okay? And the lady and her daughter, I mean, I've actually no words for this. Complete devastation. I send my condolences to her family, her daughter, her close friends. Oh, I've just been praying every single hour that people find the strength to get through this. Whether they do or not, I just hopefully they've got some kind of support network, because it's absolutely horrendous. Oh man. But what am I going to say here? Like, this is extremely important, right? My son, there's no defence for my son here, okay? Completely and utterly defenceless. And I'm not here to stick up for him. Nothing like that at all. He's going to be locked up forever, and which is understandable, okay? Someone I'm going to need to live with, someone I'm going to need to face the public with, someone I'm going to need to carry for the rest of my life. Not just me, his mum, his family, and things like that, okay? So hear me out here. This is extremely important, right? Because I'm going to give you a rundown of exactly some of the events that's led up to this, because this could have been completely avoided. There was absolutely zero need in this getting to this stage. So my son's going to go forever, but there's going to be people going with him. Mark my word, there's people going with him. So my point is, we need to pour the same energy, that the same energy is getting poured into my son, for obvious reasons, to the establishment. Now let me just make one thing clear as well. My son is no your run-of-the-mill mental health victim, okay? My son is no the fucking laddie that's out there sniffing coke at the weekend, signs himself into Car's View, and he's back out the following week. It's nothing like that, okay? So get that clear as well. My son, I'll go here and listen to this carefully. This needs shared, okay? Please share this. I've never asked anybody in Dundee to share anything, not one thing. I've helped hundreds of people across Dundee. Every single young person comes to me still in the street for help. I didn't miss one person. Kyler comes from an extremely good family. We do good things. We do good things for the community. We do good things for people. We lift people up. We help people that are depressed. Men, women, coloured people, OAPs, customers, family members, people who are addicted. I pour my heart and energy into these people, okay? So, the media blackout for me over the last couple of years has precisely been poured into my son, who's been extremely unwell. I use this word lightly, extremely. My son has been severely unwell if he's been 15 years of age. He's now 20. This has been going on for 4.5 years. Let me explain this in depth, quickly. This all started when my son was 15 years of age. My son went psychotic at Christmas time. Boxing Day to be precisely. My son had a problem with Bell's palsy. A Bell's palsy is a droop in the lip. My son went to the doctors. I took him to the doctors on Christmas Eve 2020. He got medication for Bell's palsy called prednisone. Prednisone is a drug that could cause a psychiatric illness in a person's mind. This is a side effect. We never read the back of them. My son went psychotic mid-course of these medication tablets. So he finished the course and went completely ill. I had to rush him up to 9 Wells. He was completely psychotic. This was when the journey in the hell began. Probably, was it lying dormant in him? Probably. It took someone like this to bring it out of him, okay? So this is how it all stemmed and started. 15 years of age. He was in 3rd year. School finished. Mates finished. Personality finished. Completely psychotic. He spent the remainder of that year inside the hospital. Dudup's Young Patients Unit. So, let's just fast forward a wee bit of time here. My son was also medicine resistant. He's been medicine resistant for years. Nothing would work. We couldn't bring him out the psychosis. They tried everything. He went through grueling ECT therapy. For the people who don't understand what ECT therapy is, electrocurrent therapy. He had to get his brain rebooted for months and months. This has happened for years. He's been medicine resistant for years. He's finally been stable on medicine. He's relapsed countless times. He spent more time in hospitals than he spent outdoors. We'll just fast forward. This has been ongoing procedures in hospitals. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia when he was 16 years of age. This was his 3rd relapse of psychosis. And he carries the traits of violence when he's paranoid and schizophrenic. So, on the run-up to this is the biggie. On the run-up to this, last year, he was living with me. He's been living with me. I've been his main carer. He's been living under my roof. I was his main carer. I was actually paid to care for him when he was in the community. We would only ever get to 3 months or 6 months before the big relapse. He's relapsed every single year since 2020. Again, I'm not defending him here. Just listen to this from a professional standpoint. Because we fought tooth and nail to keep him locked up. He was a danger to himself. He was a danger to the public when he went psychotic. When he wasn't psychotic and he was stable under medicine, there was never a problem. He's the most kindest, loving boy you could ever come across. Ever. For he was young. So in the run-up to this, last year, that was when he got locked up last year, there was a major incident in my house. He was almost killed his brother. If I was in the house, he would have killed his brother. This is how harrowing this is, and this is how unavoidable this could have been. I stopped him at the last minute before he would have killed his brother. He got locked up at the back of that, and he's been in the Murray Royal since, okay? So fast forward 9 months, we get to the start of this year, and there has been absolute bedlam throughout the course of this year. We fought tooth and nail to keep him locked up. Social workers have fought tooth and nail. My own mum's fought tooth and nail. His own mother's fought tooth and nail. Social workers, there's a major point here. Social workers have been on our side. Everybody's been trying to keep him locked up because he's extremely dangerous when he's under psychosis. And to be fair, he hasn't been right since he's been released. He's been released from mid-April. But he's never allowed to come back to my house since the incident with his brother. He was literally, like, if he was to come near my house again, he was instantly locked up. So he got locked up last year at the back, going psychotic again for about, the 5th time? And he was in the Murray Royal. So this year, he's been getting released into the community. He's been getting daily visits. There's been family members around him, and they believed he was stable. So in the run-up to this, there was another chain of events. He got released in mid-April, and the psychiatrist overruled everybody. This is what the big problem is here. This is my point. Everybody's channeling energy into the wrong directions. My point is, if we're going to channel energy and try and finally get to grip with these psychopaths that get diagnosed with schizophrenia and severe illnesses, then they need to be kept locked up professionally. Psychiatrists overruled social workers, overruled anything I would say, overruled anything his mum would say, his gran would say. Everything got overruled, and their analogy was he's better to get rehabbed in the community. This is what they decided. So when they let him out in mid-April, he went to my mum's house for 1 week. And when he was in my mum's house for 1 week, my mum was walking on eggshells around him because he still wasn't right. Everything was getting reported back. Everything was getting reported to social workers. He wasn't getting neglected. We were trying our hardest. He eventually got moved into a homeless unit in Dundee. The Lolly Walker Centre. The Lolly Walker Centre moved him to the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army moved him to my mum's. My mum social workers got him moved from my mum's to the Lolly Walker Centre. He spent weeks in the Lolly Walker Centre. We were back and forward with texts. He was back and forward getting visits for his mum, his grans, everybody. Then came the final move to a network flat in Adamson's Court. Social workers kicked up fuck about this. For him to be in Adamson's Court and left his own devices with a severe illness like schizophrenia, this was a terrible environment for him. Everybody agreed on it. So his grans would visit him every other day. His gran was doing his washing, seen Tom. I was seen Tom. My mum was seen Tom. His mum was seen Tom. Everybody was seen Tom. There was no signs that he was completely psychotic. Of course he obviously was. He was completely insane. I've already spoke to his lawyers about this. People that have interviewed him. He's insane. He's completely lost his mind. Again, I'm not defending his actions. Anything but. There's no more tears for me to shed. I've shed a fucking river in the last 3 or 4 days. This is how I'm speaking. I'm speaking like this because I'm infuriated that he's been released into the public and released into the public to go on and carry out the actions he's done. It's unbelievable. So my point is, I'll finish this video by saying, If people are going to channel the same energy and protest and throw the racism card and racial hate and nobody's safe on the streets, women are now no safe and the black community are no safe and they're coming out in protest, I totally understand it. I totally understand it. But let's not make any mistake about it here. This is not the case. People are extremely safe in Dundee. The black community are extremely safe in Dundee. Women are extremely safe in Dundee. This is no Robbie McIntosh case. Robbie McIntosh case was also premeditated, hidden in the Law Hill and Woods, where he tried his hardest to hide evidence. Robbie McIntosh wasn't diagnosed with schizophrenia. My son's been diagnosed with schizophrenia 3 years ago. He should have been protected to save himself. He should have been protected to save the public. The public should have been protected for my son. He's been failed in spectacular fashion. The ultimate failure here has landed on my son. The establishment up the road at the Murray Royal, he's psychiatrists that released him into the public. What's happened there? Why has he been released? That's the big question. So the same energy that I'm pouring into this video, and the same energy that people are typing out on the internet, and the same energy that the black community are coming together to protest, and the racism and stuff like that, listen, it's a waste of time. It's a complete and utter waste of time. Use the same energy to take down the establishment. Could we not come together as a community and protest and take this as far as we can? Because this is an absolute nightmare. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, and I don't know how his mum or dad's going to get through this, especially his mum. His mum is absolutely devastated and floored to the point where she's bedridden. So again, I'll cut this video here, but please, I'm not sure how long this video is going to stay up, but you've heard it from the horse's mouth. His main carer has been me, has been with him every step of the way, but he's seriously unwell. It doesn't justify any of the actions, not one. It would be the first thing shouting for the rooftops to get people like messing off the street, but we have tried everything to stop this from happening. I predicted this would happen. This will all come out in court. I told them exactly, step by step. I've told 3, 4, 5 people exactly what will happen here. I fought tooth and nail with psychiatrists back in December. I fought tooth and nail in January. I fought tooth and nail to keep him locked up. Nobody would listen. So please, I'm really, really sorry for what's happened to you. Oh man. And I mean, again, I cannot justify it. I'm not here for sympathy and to justify his actions, but you need to hear us out. And spread this video. Make sure this gets shared.